Hi, welcome back to my channel. Sandy here. Today's video, I'm going to do a quick little walkthrough of this little golden book that I have made, junk journal. You can see here. I am just about finished with it. There's a few more little decorations that I want to do, but I wanted to do a quick little flip through. So here is the spine dangle. I have a little bunny on here, this pretty little button here, some wooden butterfly. I have a couple vintage buttons. I think they're so pretty, and added some beads. Here's another little wooden flower right here. And then all these pretty different trims and lace here. I think they're so pretty. And then on this side, I have this butterfly. This is like almost feels like a ceramic. It's kind of fun. And I have this yellow button here. And I took these little beads. I forget what they're called, but they're have letters on them. And I put this together. Bunny. Spells out bunny. And this is a removable spine dangle. And then I have a pretty little pink. Here it is. Pink little button, vintage button. And the camera's not doing it justice, but it's this really soft pink. And I covered the spine and the back with fabric. And the back cover was not in good condition. That's why I went ahead and covered it with fabric. Oftentimes I will just put fabric on the spine. And I have two signatures here, and I have my hidden spine technique, and I will link some of the videos I've done that show you how I do the hidden spine. The two signatures, I forget how many pages are in each one, but it's a lot. I mean, there's over 100 pages in here. Here's the back cover. Again, I covered it up, put a library pocket in here. I have the book corners on to protect the corners. And I keep all of the pages, the original pages in the book, and I don't trim them down. And what I do is I add a little piece of chipboard here on the front and the back, and that helps this from bending. It keeps it stiff so that you get the full length of the book, and that way the pages don't have to be trimmed. So let's flip through the first signature, and I've added a little bit of ribbon trim here as well. And the book is from, let's see, I have the year on here, 1970. So this is the Tales of Peter Rabbit. I have this sweet little Peter Rabbit playing card. I think I got that from Recycled Loves on Instagram. The other thing I forgot to mention is sometimes I will try to put the little golden book signature trim. I'll put that here. This one was kind of beat up, but I included it in the book. And I have a vintage postcard here, Easter, kind of keeping in the rabbit and spring theme from the early 1900s, some vintage ledger paper. I do a lot of sewing in of the pockets and things on my video. There is a little bit of crayon on the cover page, but not bad. And then I try to vary up the sizes of the papers. Have some more Peter Rabbit vintage book pages. And there's a few more little tags and maybe some vintage book page that I want to add in here. And I really like this little ribbon trim that I added with the bunny ears and the rainbow colors. Here's a vintage book page, fun with rabbits. So I thought that was appropriate to put in here. This will be for sale in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in it, before I get it up there, let me know. I like the white doily with this blue and white paper and this white lace trim. And then I have just some fun little guest checks and tickets, some vintage Rolodex. Here's a little cut apart, some more vintage ledger paper, just some pretty blue paper, vintage seed packet, some old school paper. Here's a little tag I made. I did another video on how to reuse and repurpose your button envelopes. I have a bunch of those, and this is a little stamp I got from an estate sale. I got a big old box of buttons, which is awesome. A vintage playing card, a vintage Rolodex card, these cute little teeny tiny paper doilies. I like to add little bulb charms on the end. And I don't glue in a lot of my decorations so that the owner of this can play around with it. I took this old embossed paper, and it had this embossed vellum, and sewed them together to make a fun little pocket. And I'm going to stuff some things in there. Some vintage book paper, spring inspired. Again, some more fun little lace trim and another bulb pin. Here's a nod to my love of mushrooms. Got that book up in Seattle, vintage book page and ledger paper. Cute little decorative piece. This is from a vintage sewing pattern. I cut that out. Thought they were so sweet. Some vintage index cards. Vintage, this is my dad's old insurance company, so vintage paper. Some vintage map page, and I thought the spring little colors were nice. This is another vintage paper, and I put it in the center, kind of off center like that, so that you could still see the whole poem, which is the bunny surprise. And then on this side, you can get a good look at the pretty deer. And then like I think I might add another extension onto this to extend this page. So that was a fun little technique instead of folding the paper in half. So here's the other side of this first signature, a really old picture, so sweet. Some cut aparts. Love the little chicks, and then I have a little chick cut apart. Some little stamps that I've added throughout. Here's a tag that I made with a bunch of scraps and another cute little bunny stamp. Love this plaid with this blue. Some vintage bridge scorekeeping card. The other half of this, and this has a vintage Easter postcard in there. Again, the colors are so pretty. See if y'all can see this okay. And tissue paper, tracing paper, love that. Another little, what are these, glassine bags with a bunch of little goodies in there. Some more buttons and lace and trim and an old playing card. So lots of fun little pieces in there to decorate with. And again, the other half of this signature, a vintage flower tag cut apart. And here's a fun little gold paper clip with a vintage button, little blue button there. A vintage bird page, so you can, make clusters with these or decorate tags. So yeah, I'm going to add a few more things in here, but it's just about done. I thought this old calendar page, these bunnies were so sweet. That would be fun to maybe turn that into a journaling card. This lace right here is just so pretty. Love that. What is that? Ecru color, I think one of my viewers had pointed out to me. Another vintage card and scorekeeping card. Some more lace. And here I just made a little envelope, added some washi tape, made a pocket in the top, and stuffed it with some goodies. And I'm either going to leave that blank or I'll decorate that. I haven't decided yet. So that's the first signature. The second signature, another sewn pocket. I really like doing that. I think that's kind of fun. So this is, you know, a scrap of the paper that was used on the back. Another vintage postcard, Easter themed, and little chicks, and some vintage railroad paper, and more seed packet and lace doily. And I like to try to coordinate the colors of the book, the story, with the pages that I add into the signatures. And the green here. Some more mushrooms, a tally card, vintage tally card. And here is a brown envelope where I snipped off both ends and I have it stuffed with fun little things. And this is another little button pocket that I decorated. Some pretty orchid paper, vintage playing card, and this one is just gorgeous. I think I'm going to put some of these for sale in my store, my Etsy shop. Love that doily, a vintage playing card, railroad card, bingo card, and again some of that cute little bunny ear and a bulb pin. Some more bingo and doily, and the other side of this, some more book page, some cut aparts, and I love these gold paper clips. Some more vintage paper, the other side of the map, and then the middle of this signature, another vintage book page. And I just love these lilacs. They're just so pretty. And I love how they smell every spring. So lots of places to decorate and have a lot of fun. Love these daisy ribbon trim here. Another book page, something pretty. And some more little cute little stamps. And this is a vintage playing card that's a circle, which I thought was so cool. Some more cut aparts. Again, some more of that beautiful white lace or white ribbon trim. Vintage shorthand paper. Some more cut aparts. Another vintage postcard and some tea-dyed paper by me. Here's the other side of that envelope with some goodies in there. And this cute little cut apart. And cute little chick here. Chick chick. And that is the end of the second signature. So I really love how this turned out. This one and my golden egg, they were so much fun to make. So pretty. So yeah, I asked a little bit more decorating to do, a little more things to put inside, some tags and some vintage book paper. I tried to not make her too chunky, but she's still a little, you know, not too bad. That's how she looks. That's not too bad for me. So, and then I used my sewing machine to sew all these different pockets and tucks and things. So those can be trimmed off if you don't want them. Or you can leave them if you like them. But I love how the side looks with all the pretty rainbow colors. So hit that like button if you haven't. I would really appreciate it. It helps my channel. And if you're interested in this, let me know. Leave a message down below. Also check out my Instagram, and I have a new Facebook group that I'll link down below. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe. And thanks to all the returning viewers. I really appreciate your all's support. You all totally rock. I'll see you all in the next video.